Every single day, you've got to wake up and face the grind. Life doesn't care about your comfort zone. It doesn't care if you're tired, scared, or feel like giving up. It doesn't care if you failed or what obstacles stand in your way. The only thing that matters is what you do with the time you've got. If you want to succeed, to push your limits, to become the person you know you can be, there are 10 things you must work on every single day. No exceptions. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. If you don't control your thoughts, they will control you. Every day you have a choice to take control of your mind or to let it spiral into negativity and defeat. Your mind can either be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. It's up to you to decide. Most people let their minds dictate their actions. They let fear, doubt, and anxiety take over, which keeps them stuck in the same place. They believe the stories their minds tell them, I'm not good enough, I'm too tired, or I can't do it. These are lies, but they feel real. The key to mastering your mindset is recognizing that those thoughts aren't facts, they're just stories. And you can rewrite them. Every thought you have is a choice. You can choose to think positively, to choose strength over weakness, to focus on what you can control rather than what you can't. It's easy to let your emotions rule your decisions, but when you take charge of your mindset, you stop being a victim to them. Instead of being reactive, you become proactive. You take responsibility for your mental state and refuse to let circumstances determine how you feel. Building mental toughness starts with awareness. When a negative thought enters your mind, recognize it for what it is, a distraction. Then replace it with something empowering. It might feel difficult at first, but over time, this becomes second nature. Strengthening your mindset isn't about denying the challenges or hardships you face. It's about refusing to let them control you. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your success. It's the force that pushes you to do the hard things even when you don't feel like it. Most people live in comfort because they avoid discipline. They take the easy route, only putting in effort when it feels good or when motivation strikes. But success isn't built on motivation, it's built on consistency. And consistency comes from discipline. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done, whether or not you feel like doing it. It's about showing up every single day and making the tough decisions. If you want to improve your life, you've got to learn to make sacrifices. You won't always feel motivated to work hard, to train, to study, or to take action toward your goals. But discipline means that you do it anyway. The first step to building discipline is understanding that it's not about big, dramatic changes. It's about the small daily decisions. It's about setting a standard for yourself and sticking to it regardless of how you feel in the moment. You might not see results right away, but you'll be laying the groundwork for something bigger in the future. The world doesn't reward people who take shortcuts or who wait for perfect conditions. It rewards those who keep going, even when the conditions aren't perfect, even when it's uncomfortable, and even when no one else is watching. Discipline requires patience. It's about building habits and sticking with them day in and day out, even when the results are not immediately visible. It's easy to start strong, but discipline is what keeps you going when the excitement fades. Your body is your foundation, and it's the only one you've got. If you neglect it, it will break down, and when it breaks down, so do you. You cannot expect to perform at your highest level if your body isn't in the best condition it can be. Every day you must push your body past its limits. It's not about comfort. It's about challenging yourself and proving to yourself that you can handle more than you thought possible. Most people only push their bodies when they feel like it, but that's not how growth happens. Growth happens when you are uncomfortable, when your muscles are sore, when your lungs are burning, and when your body's telling you to stop. But those are the moments when you need to push hardest. If you always stay in your comfort zone, you'll never build the strength needed to overcome the real challenges life throws at you. The goal is to make your body stronger each day, physically and mentally. Working out isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling strong, healthy, and ready for whatever challenges come your way. Every rep, every set, every mile is a reminder that you are capable of more. Physical fitness teaches discipline, resilience, and the importance of consistency. You don't need to crush yourself every time, but you must show up, put in the effort, and give your body what it needs to be strong. Whether it's lifting weights, running, or simply moving more, each day is an opportunity to improve. Your body is not just an accessory to your life, it's the vehicle that carries you through everything you do. Treat it with respect, challenge it daily, and make it stronger than yesterday. Your purpose is the fuel that drives you. Without purpose, you're just moving through life without direction. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and lose sight of why you're doing what you're doing. But when you have a clear purpose, every action becomes intentional. Every decision you make aligns with that purpose, pushing you closer to the life you want to create. A life without purpose is a life that's easily swayed by external forces. You let other people's opinions, situations, and challenges dictate your actions. But when you know your purpose, you become unstoppable. Purpose gives you the strength to continue, even when things get tough, when obstacles seem insurmountable. It's what pulls you through the hard times. Purpose isn't something you just discover overnight. It's something you have to cultivate. It's born from self-reflection, from digging deep into what truly matters to you, from finding what excites you and gives you meaning. You have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? What is the bigger picture? And once you find that reason, that core of what drives you, everything else becomes easier. When you have purpose, your actions align with your values, and every decision you make is a step toward fulfilling that greater vision. Purpose gives you the resilience to keep going when everything else tells you to stop. It allows you to endure pain, rejection, and failure because you know it's all part of the journey towards something greater. Purpose doesn't just give you direction, it gives you power. It helps you cut through distractions, stay focused, and take decisive action. When you live with purpose, nothing is wasted, and every effort brings you closer to your ultimate goals. Mental toughness is not something you're born with. It's something you build through challenge and adversity. It's about your ability to keep going when everything inside you tells you to stop. Life is going to test you. It will throw obstacles in your path, push you to your limits, and demand that you face your fears. How you respond to these challenges defines your mental toughness. Most people give in when they hit a wall. They stop, make excuses, and find reasons to quit. But the truly mentally tough individuals push through. They embrace the discomfort, the pain, the struggle, because they know that on the other side is growth. Mental toughness isn't about avoiding pain, it's about enduring it and learning from it. It's the ability to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it, and put in the work. It's about making yourself do what's necessary, not what's easy. There will be times when you doubt yourself, when you feel like you're not strong enough, not capable enough, but mental toughness is about overcoming those doubts. It's the voice inside your head that tells you to keep going, even when you want to quit. You have to train your mind to get comfortable with discomfort. When you're physically exhausted, when your body screams for rest, mental toughness is what keeps you moving forward. When failure knocks you down, mental toughness is what gets you back up. It's the unwavering belief that you can handle whatever comes your way, that you are stronger than any challenge life presents. Mental toughness doesn't come easy. It comes from pushing yourself when you want to quit, from refusing to be broken, and from training your mind to stay focused on the bigger picture. Your routine is the structure that holds everything together. Without it, your day will become chaotic, and you'll waste precious time that could be used to improve yourself and work toward your goals. A strong, effective routine is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who settle for mediocrity. When you have a set routine, you don't rely on motivation. You don't wait for inspiration to strike. Instead, you've built a system of consistent actions that push you toward your success every single day. Your routine should be crafted with intention. It should reflect your values and priorities, and it should be designed to move you closer to your goals. Every day, you must wake up and follow the plan you set for yourself. It doesn't matter how you feel, it matters what you do. There will be days when you don't want to get up early, when you don't feel like working out, or when the grind seems too much. But that's the exact moment when your routine will save you. It forces you to do the things that are necessary for progress, even when your mind is trying to talk you out of it. Your routine should include the fundamentals: physical exercise, personal growth, goal setting, and time for reflection. You need time to work on your body, your mind, and your goals, and you need time to recharge. If you are not intentional with how you structure your day, it will get away from you. The strongest routines are built on discipline, and discipline is what keeps you accountable when life tries to throw you off course. It's not always easy, but the consistency of a solid routine will create long-term results. What you tell yourself matters more than you think. Your self-talk is the voice inside your head that either empowers you or holds you back. It shapes your reality and influences every decision you make. If you're constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough, not strong enough, or not capable of achieving your goals, then you're setting yourself up for failure. But when you speak to yourself like a champion, When you affirm your strength, your ability, and your potential, you start to believe it. Self-talk is powerful because it creates the mental framework through which you view yourself and the world around you. When your internal dialogue is filled with negativity, you are more likely to doubt yourself and hesitate when opportunities arise. But when you consciously choose to speak to yourself with confidence, you build the mental fortitude necessary to face challenges and take on what seems impossible. Positive self-talk is a tool not just for motivation, but for overcoming obstacles. It reminds you that you are not defined by your setbacks or failures. Instead, you are defined by how you respond to them. Each time you get knocked down, your self-talk determines whether you get back up or stay down. If you tell yourself that you can't, you won't. But if you remind yourself that you are strong, that you've overcome before, and that you are capable of handling whatever life throws your way, you will find the strength to move forward. Speak to yourself with respect, with belief, and with the understanding that you have what it takes to succeed. Your words shape your actions, and your actions shape your life. Life will test you, there is no doubt about it. You will face failures, setbacks, disappointments, and obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. But resilience is what separates the winners from the quitters. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back from failure, it's about refusing to let it define you. It's the ability to keep moving forward, even when every part of you wants to give up. When life knocks you down, resilience means getting up, dusting yourself off, and continuing the journey. It's about finding the strength to push through the hard times and not letting circumstances dictate your future. Most people fall apart when things go wrong. They dwell on the problem, blame others, or just give in to their emotions. Resilient people, on the other hand, face the challenge head on and find a way to move past it. They understand that failure isn't permanent, it's simply part of the process. Resilience doesn't come from avoiding pain or avoiding failure. It comes from embracing those tough moments and learning from them. Each failure teaches you something valuable, whether it's a lesson about yourself, a lesson about your strategy, or a lesson about the world around you. The more resilient you become, the more you understand that setbacks are temporary. They don't define you unless you let them. Resilience is built through consistent effort, by continuing to take action despite the obstacles. Every time you get knocked down and get back up, you become stronger. And over time, resilience becomes a habit, a mindset that allows you to handle life's challenges with grace and strength. It's not about avoiding hard times, but about developing the inner strength to rise above them. Integrity is the foundation of your character. It's about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching, even when it's hard, and even when no one else will know. Integrity isn't just about big decisions, it's about the small choices you make every single day. It's about being honest with yourself and others and living in alignment with your values. When you operate with integrity, you build trust, not only with others, but also with yourself. People who have integrity don't make excuses or justify their actions when they mess up. They own their mistakes, learn from them, and keep moving forward. Without integrity, nothing else matters. Your reputation is built on the consistency of your actions, not on your words. People may forget what you say, but they'll never forget how you made them feel and how you acted in times of pressure. The truth is, it's easy to take shortcuts, to bend the rules, or to hide behind a lie when things get tough. But in doing so, you lose a part of yourself. Every time you compromise on your values, you weaken your foundation. Integrity is what allows you to look yourself in the mirror with confidence. It's what ensures that you sleep peacefully at night, knowing you've done your best, stayed true to your word, and treated others with respect. The stronger your integrity, the more people will trust and respect you. It's not about perfection, but about the consistent effort to be a person who lives with honesty and honor. Integrity doesn't require recognition or applause. It's a quiet force that strengthens you from within and ensures that every action you take is aligned with your highest self. Fear is one of the greatest forces that holds people back from reaching their true potential. It's the invisible barrier that stops you from taking risks, stepping out of your comfort zone, and pursuing your dreams. Everyone experiences fear, but what separates those who succeed from those who don't is how they handle it. Most people let fear control them. They avoid challenges because they're afraid of failure, rejection, or what might happen if they take that first step. But fear, at its core, is nothing more than a mental block. It's a feeling, not a fact. When you allow fear to dictate your actions, you're giving it power over you. Fear keeps you stuck in a place of safety and mediocrity, where nothing changes. But if you want to grow, to reach your highest potential, you have to confront your fears head on. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty. and it will always be present when you step into the unknown. But instead of running from it, you need to lean into it. You need to embrace fear as a sign that you're on the right path. If you're not scared, you're probably not pushing yourself hard enough. The truth is, the most rewarding experiences in life are often on the other side of fear. Whether it's a new opportunity, a bold decision, or a challenge that seems too big, fear will always be present. But you must choose not to let it stop you. Instead of avoiding the fear, you must face it and take action in spite of it. Fear loses its power the moment you take control of it. When you choose to move forward, even when you're afraid, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than the fear itself. You build confidence with each step, and the fear that once paralyzed you becomes a distant memory. The more you face your fears, the more you train your mind to see fear as a signal to push harder, not as a reason to retreat. Fear also teaches you important lessons about yourself. It reveals your insecurities, your doubts, and your vulnerabilities. But it also shows you your strength, your courage, and your resilience. Every time you face your fear, you become more equipped to deal with whatever comes next. Fear might never fully disappear, but the key is to stop letting it control your decisions. You've got to change your mindset, view fear as an opportunity for growth, not a signal to turn back. The more you confront it, the less power it has over you. And eventually you'll realize that fear was just an obstacle to overcome, not a wall that couldn't be scaled. Life is full of fear-inducing moments, but you must understand that these moments are not there to defeat you, they are there to build you. Every time you act despite fear, you become a little more unstoppable, a little more confident in your ability to handle whatever challenges come your way. Fear is a part of life, but it doesn't have to control your life. Embrace it, face it, and let it push you toward becoming the person you were meant to be. Watch, learn, and grow with us. Subscribe for new videos and hit the notification bell. Thank you for your support.